So I've asked my subscribers to tell me what Willie Nelson album I should react to. And the plan is for them to send me Willie Nelson t-shirts. And what I'd like to do is to wear a new Willie Nelson t-shirt for each song on the album that I'm going to be reacting to. Nobody on YouTube has done that. The album narrates the story of a divorce. Side 1 tells the woman's story, and side 2, the man's, the guy at fault. Released in March 1974, the album peaked at number 34 on Billboard's Top Country Albums. And the single Bloody Mary Morning, I've had a few of those, reached number 17 on Billboard's country singles. Despite the chart positions attained by the album and its singles, Atlantic Records closed their country music division. Willie can't catch a break. First, he had some just underwhelming results with his early albums. Had some issues with RCA. Finally met some good people on Atlantic Records, did an album, and then they closed their country music division. What kind of luck is this dude having? So Atlantic Records closed their country music division in September of 1974. Tough break. Phases and Stages, which narrates a divorce. The guy's side and the gal side. That's got to be an interesting listen. In 1975 came The Red-Headed Stranger, the 18th studio album. That's when he moved to Columbia. Let's take a look at The Red-Headed Stranger. So it's the 18th studio album, released again in 1975. It followed the successes of the early Atlantic Records. He signed a contract with Columbia Records. So Columbia was the label that finally gave him total creative control over his music. So Red-Headed Stranger represents Willie having full creative control of his work. The concept for the album was inspired by Tale of the Red-Headed Stranger, a song that Willie used to play as a disc jockey on his program in Fort Worth, Texas, the Metroplex. After signing with Columbia, he decided to record the song and arrange the details during his return to Austin. It was recorded at low cost at Autumn Sound Studios in Garland, Texas. So the songs featured sparse arrangements, pretty much limited to Nelson's guitar, piano, and drums. The antithesis of Chet Atkins and the Nashville sound. I see where you're going, Willie, with your total control. Nelson presented the finished material to Columbia to the Suits. They didn't like it. They did not like it. I mean, we get you, man, and I know we gave you creative control, but what the hell is this, Willie? Where are the horns, man? Come on, Willie, we gotta have some horns and a little bit of lushness. You expect us to market this thing? Red-Headed Stranger? Willie, that sounds like a B movie, man. What are you doing? However, he had creative control, so no further production was added. That's what I'm talking about, Willie. Red-Headed Stranger is about a fugitive on the run from the law after killing his wife and her lover. Sign me up. Okay. The content consists of songs with brief poetic lyrics and arrangements of older material, such as Fred Rose's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Now, I want to say Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain is the only song that I've heard off of this album, I believe. And it is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. Okay, so Columbia had some doubts about it, but he had creative control. He did it. It was released the way Willie wanted it to be released. Red-Headed Stranger was a blockbuster among country music and mainstream audiences. It had the mass appeal, that Willie was looking for. 1975. It was certified multiple platinum, so it sold a ton of records. It made Willie one of the most recognized artists in country music. So Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, which was released as a single, became Willie's first #1 hit. The title of the album became a lasting nickname for Nelson. It was ranked number 183 on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time, and number 1 on CMT's 40 greatest albums in country music. In 2010, it was inducted into the National Recording Registry. In '86, Nelson starred as the red-headed stranger in a movie of the same name, based on the story of the album. The album has had a strong cultural impact. The song, Time of the Preacher, was used often in the British television miniseries Edge of Darkness. The Edge of Darkness. And its lyrics were used in the first issue of the comic Preacher. What a huge cultural impact. All Willie was looking for was some creative control. I have these ideas, I have a vision, get the bleep out of my way and watch me blow up. And in 1975, that's exactly what happened. Red-Headed Stranger, hit that subscribe button, folks. It's all new to me. After the blockbuster release of Red-Headed Stranger in 1975 came the sound in your mind.